Okay, we're going to be breezing through this one. These are fabric visual settings that you can control at your tenant level. Okay, so if you like this information, it's useful, you've never been to this channel before, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the future content. Make sure you also hit like if you like it, right? Share it with people, leave a comment. I like it when that happens. It also helps me out, and I appreciate you for doing it. All right, a couple things we're going to talk about here. First, allow visuals created using the Power BI SDK. This typically is going to be enabled in your organization. The only reason you might not want to do this is, especially if you work in a hospital or inside of any place where there's lots of, like a financial organization where you have a lot of PII or PHI information that you don't want to potentially leak out. And so you want to like block or prevent anyone in your organization from building their own custom visual and integrating it into the solution. Now, for the most part, while I'm going to say you can leave it enabled at a lot of places because most people won't do this, if you have a development culture, I'm going to actually say lock this down to a specific security group inside of your organization. It's people who've been trained to make sure they're not using any API calls or doing anything that could cause you any problems. All right. Now, I'll send over there's a link. I'll put this down below that you can read through on this one. But generally speaking, those are the concerns: is that someone would write in a visual that would then do something to violate your security, because these visuals can call API calls. Remember the map visuals, right? So just be aware of that one. All right. So we're gonna leave that one in for myself and my private tenant. All right. Now, next one: add and use certified visuals only. Block uncertified. Basically, inside of the visual store, when people go to browse them, you can with this turned on, you can only add in the certified visuals that Microsoft has blessed and certified. Now, there's some restrictions in the certified visuals. If you want to be certified, you cannot have any outside API calls in them, right? So that's why there are no map visuals and visuals like Deneb. Like there's a light version that doesn't require any outside visual or API calls. And then there's like an uncertified version that does have outside API calls in it, right? So blocking uncertified visuals can help you prevent those bad actors or data leaking. For the most part, we haven't seen a lot of that. Microsoft does a lot to curate that store to make sure that's not an issue, but they don't swear by that one. So if you have security concerns, turn this on, enable that inside of your capacity. All right. Now, next one is allow downloads from custom visuals. For the most part, same thing goes here about the other APIs. If you have a custom visual that's doing outside API calls and someone's doing a download, you may or may not know if that download is passing through something else out there. There might be some concerns around that one. Generally speaking, every visual I've tested have passed. That doesn't cause issues there, but there are some that have some kind of challenges. Like we used a natural language generation API or visual that it actually, anything that was generating, it'd have to send that data out and bring it in. So we had actually converted over to using an installed version of that API, right? So, and then we didn't allow the custom visuals that way. We allowed it through a different portal, right? And that actually gets into the next settings, which is custom visuals can get users Entra access tokens. Again, this is going to get into how do they get access to those different custom visuals or those services internally. That allows you to actually even potentially embed a token within a visual that would allow them to connect to that server that does that rendering. That is the next thing, to allow access to the browser's local storage. This is another capability that can allow you to use those custom visuals, use those keys to pass that information back and forth. But generally speaking, it's something that you're not going to have to really. Again, unless you're in a bank or financial institution or hospital, these are things I wouldn't be terribly concerned about. But if you are in any of those, you might want to lock this down to a security group that's allowed to publish and use this content, or specifically manage the deployment of a visual using this. All right. Thank you guys very much. Hope you enjoyed this. If you found this interesting, hopefully hit like. If this is too much for you, head over to KratosBI.com, click on Get Yourself Data God. Myself or one of my associates will reach out to you. You have a great day. Peace. Baker Tilly Digital combines strategic industry insight and advanced technical expertise to uncover and solve your digital transformation challenges. If you're interested in learning more, check out our website at bakertilly.com/digital.